A very good afternoon to you. Welcome to Lunchtime News. I am Hizrina Hizbi, and here's a look at your headlines. Compensation needs to be provided for the loss of life and property as a result of acts of violence during the post-presidential election period. Statement from the opposition in Parliament. Over 10,000 police officers transferred with effect from today. Delayed results of the Foreign Service examination to be released this week. Narendra Modi concedes defeat as Aam Aadmi Party set for landslide win in the Delhi elections. And now in local news. UPFA parliamentarian Duminda Silva had been questioned by the Criminal Investigations Department for nearly 6 hours at the CID. According to police media spokesperson SSP Ajit Rohana, the questioning was made based on the information revealed by Vele Sudha, who is currently in police custody over drug trafficking. Police media spokesperson SSP Ajit Rohana went on to say that the statement from the MP was recorded this morning on money laundering charges and obtaining money from a drug trafficker. In other local news, Deputy Speaker of Parliament Shandima Veerakkudi announced today that the amendment bill on the National Authority on Tobacco and Alcohol is not in violation of Constitution. President Maithripala Sirisena had also inquired on the view of the Supreme Court in this regard. Thereby opening the parliamentary session today, the Deputy Speaker announced the view of the Supreme Court to the House of Legislature. According to our parliamentary correspondent, Amarashri Bandara, the report on the Public Accounts Committee was also presented to Parliament. Meanwhile, the opposition leader also presented an adjournment motion that will be taken up for debate. The motion reads that compensation needs to be provided to the loss of life and property that had taken place as a result of acts of violence during the post-election period after the presidential election that took place on the 8th of January this year. Moving on, 7 people were killed and 17 others injured in 3 separate motor accidents which took place in the Medavachia, Bandaragama and Ambalangoda areas.
4 people were killed and 14 others injured in a motor accident involving a lorry in the Isin Basagal area in Medavachia. Police media spokesperson SSP Ajit Rohana said that the accident occurred when the lorry driver lost control of the vehicle and toppled.
Investigations have revealed that all of these people were railway employees. The accident had occurred because the driver of the lorry was speeding and as a result had lost control at the bend and subsequently toppled. The driver has been taken into custody. The post-mortem of the deceased are scheduled to be conducted today. The Medavachi police are conducting further investigations into the incident.
The police said that the deceased have been identified as Chaminda Kumara, VT Srikanta, Ashan Chaturanga and KN Lakshan, who are residents of Anuradhapura, Vadua, Kaluthura and Matala areas respectively. The injured are receiving treatment at the Anuradhapura Teaching Hospital. Meanwhile, 2 people died when 2 motorbikes collided into each other in the Moranthuru area on the Bandaragama Kaluthura main road. The police said that a motorbike which had entered the main road in the Moranthuru area had collided with a motorbike travelling from Bandaragama to Kaluthura. Both riders on the motorbike were killed in the accident. The police said that the victims have been identified as 50-year-old Nandana Kumara and 49-year-old Vikramage Lal, who are residents of the Moranthuru area. The 2 riders on the other motorbike, a male and a female, sustained injuries and were admitted to the Nagoda General Hospital in Kaluthura. The Vadua police are conducting investigations into the incident. An army soldier was killed and another injured in a motor accident involving a bus and a motorbike on the Ambalangoda LPTA main road in the Vatugedara area. The police said that the accident took place at around 4:30 this morning. They added that both the deceased and the injured were travelling on the motorbike. The deceased soldier had been identified as 20-year-old Supun Indrajit Gunawardhana, a resident of the LPT area, while the injured soldier is receiving treatment at the Balapiti Teaching Hospital for injuries. The office of the police media spokesperson said that the driver of the bus had been taken into custody.
In more local news, an individual who had attempted to smuggle a bundle of foreign exchange worth 7.7 million rupees to Singapore was arrested at the Bandaranaike International Airport in Katanaika. Customs media spokesperson Leslie Gamini said that the suspect was arrested by officials at the airport's departure lounge when he had attempted to smuggle the currency concealed inside his luggage. The currency, which was seized by customs, consisted of 22,500 euros and 15,000 sterling pounds. According to the police, the suspect, aged 45, is a resident of Kandy. Police headquarters says that the transfer of 10,000 police officers will be implemented with effect from today. Police media spokesperson SSP Ajit Rohne said that the transfers, which were to take place on the 1st of January, had been postponed for various reasons.
The transfers of more than 10,000 junior officers and investigative grade officers will take place from today onwards. These transfers were due to be implemented from the 1st of January, but due to various reasons we could not implement this. Therefore, these transfers will take place from today, especially for the north, east and other areas.
Now, the Ministry of External Affairs says that the results of last year's examination to enrol persons to the Foreign Service will be released this week. Deputy Minister of External Affairs Ajith P. Pereira said that new recruitments will take place subsequent to the release of results. The Deputy Minister went on to say that measures have begun to recruit suitable persons for positions vacant in the Foreign Service rather than making political appointments to the vacant positions. He added that steps are also being taken with regard to providing dual citizenship. Moving on, the Department of Meteorology states that showers will occur at several places in the island. The department adds that certain areas will receive a rainfall of over 100 millimetres, and the forecast also adds that rains will be experienced in the central, northern and north-central provinces and in the Hambantota district. Now, meanwhile, spill gates of the Polonnaruwa Min area Kaudulla reservoirs have been opened due to heavy showers experienced in the island.
According to our correspondent, all 7 spill gates of the Kaudulla reservoir have been opened by 2 feet each as of this morning. Meanwhile, 4 of the 12 spill gates of the Min area reservoir too have been opened each by 1 foot.
The 169th workshop organised by Newsfirst, aiming to enhance the media literacy of the students in the country, took place at the Thopawaba Mahavidyalaya in Polonnaruwa. Students from the school extended a warm welcome to the Newsfirst team upon their arrival. The students were educated on television news reporting at this workshop. Understanding on communication and new technology was provided with the use of practical exercises. In addition, the students were also given an insight into new media as well.